안녕하세요 여러분, Huggable Hipster입니다. 어서 오십시오. 감사합니다. What's going on, you guys? It's your Huggable Hipster here, and welcome back to today's episode of The Casual Nerd. I'm really half tempted to just do an entire episode in Korean. Like, by no means am I fluent in Korean, but like, I really want to try to do something to challenge myself and just do an entire episode in Korean. What would you guys think about that? So I'm excited about the news today. Let's go. Let's do this. Kaja. So let's get into today's news. I'm really excited about the news that we have to cover today, and you guys are going to be shook. Like, that's all I'm saying. You guys are going to be shook. So there's a big rumor that's came out about Silent Hill coming next month. So a lot of these articles were sent to me through the people who support me on Patreon. By the way, thank you guys so much who support me on Patreon. You guys mean the fucking world. You guys are absolutely amazing. I absolutely love you all to death. Y'all are absolutely amazing. I already said that. If you guys want to be able to send me articles, just follow the link down below to my Patreon. You guys can send me articles as well. It's really awesome to be able to get everybody's input. That way I can better construct these Casual Nerd episodes. Stay tuned. Article that rumor Silent Hill PS5 announcement coming next month. I don't believe it. Like, seriously, I feel so betrayed at Kojima and Konami that I don't trust anybody anymore. Okay, I'm over it. Where's the Gucci? Seriously, I have trust issues with the game company, okay? I have trust issues not only with Konami. Konami is amazing, okay? He's fantastic. But I have trust issues with him, okay? It continues on stating in the article that a new rumor making the rounds online suggests that the rumored Silent Hill reboot will be revealed for the PS5 as early as next month. So technically this month, because I'm filming this episode of The Casual Nerd in the previous month, by the way, pre-recording. Hello! Rumors have been swirling for months that Konami is finally moving forward with a new Silent Hill video game, rumored to be a soft reboot, which that sounds so funny to me. I know what it is, it just sounds funny to me. I don't know, a soft reboot. It's like, ooh, it's so small. After an abrupt cancellation of Silent Hills, fans of the classic survival horror franchise have refrained from getting their hopes up, and while it's still possible that Silent Hill rumors are fake, we may learn more sooner rather than later. Which, honestly, I don't really think there's going to be something coming out about Silent Hill anytime soon. We are all just getting our hopes and dreams up for what? To have them crushed and obliterated into the dust like fine little bits of sand that course through our very thoughts. I'm very passionate about this game franchise, if you haven't noticed that already. Hi, I'm Huggable Hipster. Nice to meet you. I don't think we're gonna get any news anytime soon about a new release. The thing is that this is wishful thinking right here. This article is one of those things of where it's nice to daydream, but I live in reality, where all the beasts are. The hard truths that people really don't like, and the fact of the matter is that there's not enough money to be actually tangibly made through the Silent Hill franchise beside fans like us who really are, like, we're greedy, okay? We want a reboot of the game, and we want it now. Granted, yes, there are a lot of things that you were supposed to be doing with the franchise as old as Silent Hill. Take it for what it is, the Silent Hill franchise is old. So whenever you guys are seeing little tidbits of anything online that could be Silent Hill related, put it in the back of your thoughts. Just think, oh, that would be nice, but I'm not expecting it. The next article that we're going to be diving into today is Gira is planning a Horizon Zero Dawn trilogy. Now, since this is a PS4 exclusive, I have not gotten the chance to play Horizon Zero Dawn. I've heard it's absolutely magnificent. It goes into saying that multiple sources have told VGC that Sony Interactive Entertainment has greenlit ambitious plans for post-apocalyptic open-world franchise, which debuted in 2017 with 10 million selling Zero Dawn. It's outstanding. Amsterdam-based Gira, which, by the way, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, I'm sorry if I'm not, always desired to deliver a series of Horizon games, and a multi-part script was written, but the plan was only officially agreed after the original game's strong debut on the PS4. Horizon is set on a far future Earth where nature has reclaimed the planet, but massive animal-like machines rule the land. Zero Dawn follows the story of Aloy, ooh, very interesting name, a young woman on a quest to explore the ruins of an ancient past, which I find really fascinating. Now it continues on saying here that the next installment, Horizon Zero Dawn 2, started development soon after the first game's successful release. Sources said initially the game was planned for PlayStation 4, however it's thought that development has now entirely shifted a focus to Sony next generation consoles, which is a smart idea. I mean, you know, with everything going on with COVID, everything going on with just the world in general right now with delays and everything like that, it's good that they're pushing it to be able to have like a next generation console release, because it's a very very smart move. So the next article that we're going to be diving into is a little bit of Doom news. It says here in the article as the header, Doom Eternal composer Mick Gordon may be done with ID and Bethesda. Issues with final mixing of the Doom Eternal soundtrack may have caused a split between the composer Mick Gordon and Bethesda and ID Software, which I'm not surprised. An undeniable part of Doom 2017's appeal outside the excellent gameplay was arguably the intensely good soundtrack of composer Mick Gordon, which I agree, it's absolutely incredible. And the same could be said for Doom Eternal. However, more than a few issues between the composer and the studio have reared some ugly heads recently, and it could mean Mick Gordon isn't coming back for further ID Software or Bethesda projects. Now, there was a tweet going on. This is kind of like an interesting tweet too, where it states, Mick Gordon is a far more talented audio engineer than me. It's not even close, and that's what makes this especially frustrating. I expect much better from him. Again, the music itself is phenomenal, but the mix on the official soundtrack, frankly, terrible. And he actually replied back. Mick Gordon said, I didn't mix those and wouldn't have done that. You'll be able to spot the small handful of tracks I mixed, meat hook, command, and control, etc. So there were text messages that were shared. There's a lot of Doom drama that's going on, okay? Forget about the beauty community. Forget about, Alinity. Forget about all the streamer drama. Forget about all of that right now. Doom Eternal drama, that's where it's at. The fact that he probably wasn't the only one who mixed a lot of the tracks, it's like having multiple developers on a project working on the same thing, even within two. Something is in my throat, sorry about that. There's obviously going to be things where you notice that it's not from just one developer. Obviously, there are always going to be multiple developers in one project, just the way there are going to be always multiple mixing and audio engineers for different projects for video games. And the thing is that to state what he said again, he said, I didn't mix those and wouldn't have done that. You'll be able to spot the small handful of tracks I mixed because you can tell audio engineers apart. It continues on saying that in and of itself could have explained a lot. Despite the fact that Mick Gordon's Doom Eternal soundtrack is quite good, it certainly doesn't feature some stylings and mixing that were obviously poured into the previous Doom work. The story doesn't end there. Whatever happened in the production of Doom Eternal between ID Software and Bethesda that allowed someone else to take over mixing duties for Gordon was allegedly enough to get him to walk away from further project with Bethesda. Mick obviously did know that someone else was doing the mixing alongside with him. Maybe he was doing a separate song and then there was another person that came in and they were doing a song and they were maybe co-piloting on some of the projects. I want to reiterate a point that's over here. It says, whatever happened in the production of Doom Eternal between ID Software and Bethesda that allows someone else to take over mixing duties for Gordon was allegedly enough to get him to walk away. Basically, in a nutshell, Mick knew that someone else was mixing as well. So I'm going to play devil's advocate over here for the other side and saying he shouldn't be complaining then, because if he has someone else mixing with him, then he should know their style. He should know the way that that they mix music. He really honestly should know everything about the producer that is coming in to work with him on such a big project. But on the other hand, he didn't mix tracks, so to pin it on him and to pin the blame all on him is really a bad idea, because if someone else is working on tracks besides the one that he specifies, i.e. meat hook, command, and control, then that's really an unfair thing to put on a producer and a mixer and an engineer. Again, I think it's very we're not getting the whole story over here. We're not entitled to the whole story, quite honestly. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I think we still have a lot to uncover about this entire thing. I don't think the entire truth is ever going to be revealed, but for what it is right now, I don't think he's going to be coming back to work on any more Doom products because of this. I mean, not to be dramatic, because, at the end of the day, this isn't tea, this isn't drama, this is, I joke around about that kind of stuff, but, this is somebody who puts his heart and soul into this, and whenever you say that, oh, all these bad things, yeah, they're also yours too, No. Separate people have to take accountability for separate things. You have watched CES 2020. What did you all think of it? The biggest tech stuff that is our takeaway. That is some of the stuff that's going to be coming out this year as far as tech stuff goes. What did you all think of the conference? Now, the thing is, CES is not a really big gaming show like E3 or the Nintendo Direct or anything like that, but there's still some notable things that came out from there. And one thing I would just want to take out from this is that everybody wants to be Nintendo. No, seriously, there was a new type of handheld console that looks like almost identical to the Switch. A little more futuristic style, but almost identical to the Switch. It states here in the console that it's not a surprise or a secret that companies are creating new mobile gaming hardware that are trying to replicate the design of the Nintendo Switch, specifically its central screen and detachable pad-like controls. Xiaomi's, which I probably pronouncing that wrong, Xiaomi's $600 Black Shark 2 Pro phone, sorta, thanks to liquid cooling and a clip-on controller accessory. The fact that a handheld device has liquid cooling. Then you have Razer that came out with their new handheld device called the Kishi. That's so cute. It's a little kishy. Kishy. Now, this came out in March, but the thing is that it works on both iOS and Android, which is pretty cool. And it's like one of those gaming consoles that you just attach to your phone. That way, your phone can actually turn into a console itself. So it's not an actual kind of like Nintendo Switch thing, but it acts like it because it attaches right to the phone. So in a way. And then you have the Asus ROG Swift, which is a 25-inch 1080p esports monitor that obviously has a 360 hertz refresh rate, which I want it. But if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell down below because I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and double uploads on Friday. Stay casually nerdy, you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Annyeong!